yes, I just got back from Aldi. It is Sunday morning. It is now 10 o'clock. I was one of the first people in my Aldi. The thing I found out last night is that Aldi doesn't open till 9 on Sunday anyways. I guess I never realized that. What time does your Aldi open? Felt that was kind of late. But, I wasn't up that much earlier. Anyways, I kind of was only ready to go at 9. It worked out. So this is a pretty big haul for me for Aldi. We had Easter last week, so we had purchased a bunch of stuff for Easter, of course. So I chose not to shop, anytime this week. So after Easter, I didn't shop at all. We were just eating what was in the house. I had plenty of food in the house. I can give you a quick tour of everything. We have lots of food. So we were eating up what we had. I went through the freezer, organized it, pulled out, I didn't know we had this. I had a pound of ground beef and I had these chicken nuggets and things like that. So, using up what we have and getting creative. I'll share what my girls, Emily and Olivia. Emily is 21 and Olivia is 12. And late last night, really got down to not having much in the house. And so for snacks, Olivia was dipping some mushrooms in some Italian dressing. And Emily made an English muffin and was dipping that in Italian dressing. So, you just make do with what you have. So I thought it was funny the things that they chose to eat. It was not what I chose. I had some of my leftover lentil soup. I made a video about it, so I can leave that linked in the description box for you. And I restocked some of the things for that you'll see in the video. But let's get into all the things that I got at Aldi. I was very happy. They had everything on my list. So that was good. It felt like the store was nice and stocked. So hopefully your stores are stocked as well. Go ahead and subscribe if you like some Aldi hauls, grocery hauls, cooking, everything that happens in my kitchen. I'm just here to share it with you. Let's get into the haul. I will start at this end of the table. We were all out of tortilla chips. This is just a staple item in my house. I really like this bread. If you like a good whole wheat bread, I really like this one from Aldi. There's 2 different whole wheat ones they have, and I like this red package 12 grain one. A while back, Dan had got steaks, and it is gorgeous here in Michigan this Sunday. So we're going to make steaks, and I'm going to make some Caesar salad. So I got lettuce, I got the croutons, and I got the really good Parmesan cheese from there. We got some classic coleslaw mix just to have. Not sure what we'll do with that. Spinach. Emily uses this in her smoothies almost every morning, and we have 2 guinea pigs that eat spinach every single day. They're spoiled. We've got some pink lady apples, cilantro, some celery and carrots. You'll see I also got some chicken, so what I'm going to do is I plan on doing some freezer meal prepping, and I'm going to do a chicken noodle soup. So I needed those. I probably will record that, so stay tuned. Oranges. We got oranges last week. They were so delicious, or I guess it's been a couple weeks now. They were delicious, so hoping these are good too. The strawberries looked good. I always smell the strawberries because they, if they don't smell like strawberry, they're not going to taste like it. So those smelled really good. Their grapes were on sale, and they were really firm. I really like a firm grape. Those were delicious. We just like to snack on these peppers. I've seen a few different cute recipes where you can put some cream cheese in them and do things like that, but they're good just like they are for snacking. Both girls requested cucumbers, so we like these kinds, some of these cucumbers, just the traditional, and some of these. Dan plans on packing sandwiches for lunch, and he really likes to have that to go with your sandwich. Nice snack. Onions. If you watched my lentil soup recipe, I was out of onion. So not only did I buy onion, but I did decide to go ahead. I bought both minced onion and onion powder. See, the minced onion, if you put it in a soup, it like reconstitutes. Obviously, it's still very small, but I decided to go ahead and get that too. With the steaks, we love mushroom and onion, so I got a couple things of mushroom to cook up with steak today. These lemons looked amazing. They're super juicy. So, I can squeeze them pretty well. So I hope that means there's a lot of juice in there. My limes were a dud that I had before. There was like no juice at all. Let's see what else I missed. Got some russet potatoes. Aldi sells 2 different kinds at my Aldi anyways. They have these big ones for baked potatoes, and then they have a bigger bag with like smaller potatoes that you'd cut up in a soup or something like that. So I chose to get the big ones for a baked potato. Olivia requested hamburgers instead of steak today. So she got hamburgers, and I got these potato rolls. There wasn't, I said they had everything. There wasn't very many of those left, but there was some. I chose for the cinnamon raisin bagel. I've been having a bagel and cream cheese almost every day for breakfast, so decided to get those super easy on the way out the door. Again, Dan's taking lunch. They have a lot of different choices of lunch meat, but this lunch mate in this 9-ounce package, I prefer. I think it is the better tasting one. We got honey smoked and mesquite smoked. Another recipe, I got all these beans. 3 cans of pork and beans, 3 cans of kidney beans, and 3 cans of Great Northern beans. This I'm going to make, it's called cowboy beans in the crock pot. You pair it with some bacon. I really like their lower sodium bacon. I think it still tastes absolutely delicious. I don't miss the sodium, the salt content at all. It's delicious. So you cook up some bacon with your beans, and then you have a couple other choices. Usually there's another kind of meat. So either some ground beef or some smoked sausage. I think I'm going to do the ground beef, but I wanted both just in case. Wasn't sure what I was going to do. It's a really hearty meal and makes a lot, obviously. And there's seasonings and spices and things that go in that. I can even link that recipe if I don't get a chance to video it. So I did get 2 of these packages of the 90-10 lean beef at $5.09 a pound. I thought that was a good price. I plan on making meal prepping, so I'm going to do the chicken noodle soup I mentioned, and I'm going to do my millionaire spaghetti. So I did get 2 things of marinara sauce and all this meat because I'm going to make 2 of them for the freezer. I can link that recipe below. In the video, I didn't make it to put in the freezer, but it's a great freezer meal situation. And also in that millionaire spaghetti, you put in sausage. So I got 1 to make with regular sausage and 1 with hot. I'm going to probably give 1 away, and I never know whether people like hot or not, so I wasn't sure, so I got regular. Just some pantry staples, a couple cans of corn, a couple cans of green beans, sweet pickles. We got some sweet pickles at Easter. They were delicious. I want to pop them open right now. And some kosher dill pickles. More pantry, just some black beans, ketchup. I used up the last one. I know I have some extra in my pantry in the basement, but ketchup is a staple in my house. Lots of people like ketchup in my house. I chose to go with the chicken thigh for that chicken noodle soup. I think they just taste a little better, and then if you put it in the crock pot or you let it go a little longer, the chicken thigh isn't going to dry out like a chicken breast will. For Dan's sandwiches, got some Swiss cheese. That is his preferred kind. Some olive tapenade. This is a hummus, and this is olive flavored. So there's so many things you can do with this, but Emily prefers to just snack on it. This is another Emily snack. These are delicious. Creamy pepper jack variety. They have plain and pepper jack at my Aldi. They definitely are like the laughing cow, and really great. 30 calories. Trying to read. I guess it's per 1, but 30 calories. It's amazing. So really, really good. Aldi has like what they call a specialty aisle, and so the things change all the time. Like I said, I just had made my lentil soup, and I used the last of my green lentils, and there they go. They had them there. So they don't have them all the time, but since I knew I was out, I grabbed them. This is a great pantry thing. These will stay good in your pantry if you have a nice dark pantry. I mean, I would call them to last infinitely. They have to put expiration dates on things, but they're not going to expire. I needed some more freezer bags. I'm making those freezer meals, so I've got the gallon size for those, but also just some quart size to have around. Something else I'm going to do with the ground beef is we do an easy, similar obviously to hamburger helper, is just some shells and cheese with a pound of ground beef. Easy, easy dinner. Super good. Everybody, family favorite. These trail mix are good. I think they're really good. They're delicious. I think they're a good amount. 210 calories for a snack. I think is really good. Only 21 carbohydrates, 13 grams of fat. I think they're delicious. Emily commented she doesn't think they have enough chocolate in them, but you know, it's supposed to be trail mix. This is a favorite of Dan and Olivia. Some cocoa peanut butter puffs for breakfast. Let's see what else we have. So the cream cheese I use with the cottage cheese here when I make my millionaire spaghetti. Instead of using ricotta cheese, I blend half of this with one of these containers and use that as the filling. Delicious. And then non-fat plain Greek yogurt. This is the kind we prefer to use definitely in smoothies, like I said, with the spinach. And then this is Emily's preferred flavor, tropical blend. But they have a lot at Aldi, and they're really good. They are just the fruits, pineapple, mango, strawberries, and papaya. I love that they're not adding any sugars, anything else to it, that it is just fruit cut up and frozen. So that's great. Got one little Lunchable just in case Olivia would like that. Some shredded cheddar cheese, no plans. Cubed, this is my preferred flavor, the Colby Jack, but they also have regular sharp cheddar. They got one thing of eggs. I only got one thing of eggs. Eggs, in my area, the price has gone up so much. Now, just about 3 days ago, I was at Walmart, and the eggs were over $3. So these were only $2.45, which is still double what I'm used to paying, it seems like. But still has calmed down some just in a couple days. So keep an eye on that in your area. Hopefully they're on their way down back to more in the normal range. I feel like $1.45 is more my normal range in my area. Eggs are probably also very priced differently per area, I believe. These looked really cute. They're mini little sandwich cookies. I love chocolate and mint. Oh, I can't have thin mint cookies in my house. They're only 60 calories, and obviously I do expect they're going to be small and only 9 carbohydrates. So I was really, really excited to try them out. Got some of the sugar-free French vanilla coffee creamer. We kind of go back and forth between that one and the Italian sweet cream, like each week. One of these, one of those. It's our usual plan. Gallon of milk. These, I'll talk about that in 1 second. These are Dan's favorite waters. They're like a LaCroix, maybe even less flavorful than LaCroix. So if you find LaCroix to be too much, then these are even less. And he loves tangerine, lemon, and then his other favorite is lime. They're very refreshing, those citrus flavors. And then again, in the Aldi, they have the aisle of seasonal or things that they don't have all the time. And I have been wanting to plant a raspberry bush. So they had one there. Now this was only $5. So my hopes aren't the highest about this. But when I was choosing, and a little bit I know about plants because I'm not a super gardener or anything, but you want the biggest one that you can find. So I got the tallest one. See, this one was sticking up. There was some that you couldn't even see. They were way at the bottom. And then this is a pretty thick compared to some of the other ones. It was a much weedier, thinner stem. So I'm hoping this works out. One thing, leave me some comments if you know anything about this. I did read that you cannot plant a raspberry bush where you've had tomatoes. We have 2 garden boxes and they've both had tomatoes. So Dan's just got to build me a 3rd garden box and we'll start some raspberries. 'Cause aren't they delicious? I chose raspberries. My grandmother always had a raspberry bush, and I have memories, me and my sister going out to her house, picking the raspberries, and she always had heavy cream we would put over top. Oh my gosh, delicious. So hopefully this works out. And my last thing here to show you is my receipt $203.05. For me, stocking up the amount of meats that I've got, I feel like I really did well. I think Aldi's still the best price I can get in my area. So if you have one around, check them out. And thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.